Yeah.
Yo, what up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. Look, man, I forgot about this story, but I got to tell you all this shit. It's kind of funny, but it ain't. Because I honestly, this was like the first time I ever left the streets for more than a day or two. And I was kind of shook. This is the first time I ever went to the county jail. Now, my first experience with the county jail, and subsequently I end up going to prison. Like, so I go to the county September the 17th, 1997, and I'm booked on charges of armed robbery, carjacking, felony firearm, and attempted murder, right? I had 3 co-defendants though, right? To this day, I'm still solid with all them co-defendants for the most part, right? Now, regardless to what happened leading up to that point, right? We in the county. We fighting these charges. They knocked down attempt murder and felony firearm because my dude who they put that on, he fessed up to it. Like, yeah, I did that. I ain't do this. I did that, right? So he started explaining, his situation because he had a lot of other legal stuff hanging over his head. So he kind of had to, right? So anyway, that happened, right? So now I'm left with armed robbery charges and armed robbery, and carjacking, right? So they end up through the course of finding out information, knock the carjacking charge off. I'm left for armed robbery. So back and forth to court. They keep pushing court date back. If you ever been to court in the county and you had to go back and forth to the county to court, you're getting up 4 or 5 in the morning. You're eating that weak cereal and dough roll and milk and juice. You go on and you wait. It's a waiting game all the way up to about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock sometimes. Sometimes you might not see the judge till 1 o'clock and you've been up since about 4 or 5. So I've never left the streets. Going through all this mental anguish and turmoil, if it ain't enough fighting my first serious charge outside of when I was running up the money doing like retail stuff, you know what I mean? Which was like what you call retail fraud, other than publishing and whatnot. I was doing a lot of that young because it was opportune. But that was my first serious thing I was facing, being in that bad boy, facing them charges of everything. Listen, armed robbery, carjacking, attempt murder, all we call floaters. A floater, I don't know if it's universal, but in Michigan, a floater is any crime that can carry a small range of time from 3 years or so all the way up to life in prison. So I got 3 floaters and I got a felony firearm, right? Which is, of course, is different than carrying a concealed weapon because with this charge, you actually found guilty of using a firearm in the commission or to help further the commission of a felony. So boom, I'm in that bad boy, stressed out. I actually was so stressed that I had my man T Brazier send me a picture. I said, bro, please send me a picture, bro, of a Bud Ice 40 and you smoking a blunt. Now the blunt picture, I don't know if he sent it or this didn't get made to the county, but that picture of that beer, him and my man Don Q, my man Don Morgan, they sent me a picture of them 2 in the liquor store holding up that 40. So I'm basically on beginners, users, tweak status. Because I really wasn't a smoker or drinker up until I was like 20, almost 21 years old. I kind of clowned homies for like, y'all smoke too much. All y'all do is smoke. I was the weed man before I started smoking weed. You understand what I'm saying? So I was late to it. And then when I got started, I'm smoky because I got access to bowls. All I got to do is holler at Pops like, I need this, I need that. And I'm getting it, right? So I'm smoking all the time in the streets. I'm drinking all the time. I'm in the county. I'm tweaked out now. I find a way to convince my moms and my pops to bring up a package. And it was me and this dude named D. I forget D last name. D was from 7 Mile. He was a 7 Mile dog. It was me, this dude D, and I think that was it. But it was me, him, and this big dude that came back from the Fed joints on the writ of habeas corpus. So they writted him out from the federal joint back to the county to either he was facing more charges or he was getting some time knocked off or something. So these dudes want to smoke too. So my man D say, look, this is how we going to do it. If they going to bring it up, you put your package together with my package. I'm going to have my sister bring something. She's going to meet them with whoop. They wrap it up. All they got to do is bring it, put it here on the light. They're going to do that. Somebody going to come out there on the cleaning tip. They're going to whoop whoop. We're going to get it on our lunch tray, right? So, or maybe it was dinner tray. I think that's how it was. We had to make the transaction at lunch, and it came on a dinner tray. Boom. So we waiting. The shipment touch. Bro come through on the cleaning tip late night after he got the trays. Slide that boy in there real quick. We grab that boy. He come to my cell. We bust it open. Yeah. Right? Give me my pack. I got 2 packs of squares and probably like, I think it was like 2 dimes worth of weed a piece. It wasn't a lot of weed because we didn't need a lot. You got to think we're in the county jail, so we can't really be smoking. And in order to smoke and to mask the smell, you would have to crush up that dry ass soap, put it in a sock, and make like your own powder and shake that shit every damn where. And then after a while, they see all this powder and shit selling. They know y'all been in there trying to mask the smell they coming in. So it was kind of difficult to smoke. You actually had to kind of be in the room, have somebody out there doing that for you, masking the smell a little bit, and blowing the smoke down the toilet and keep flushing with your blanket up. How you blanket up, you fold your flip flop in half, push it into the blanket and push that into the bars, and as it opens up, it locks the damn blanket into the bars on both ends, and that's how you get your privacy. And they respected that because they didn't want everybody walking up while dudes taking a dump, right? Boom. We in there, we done broke it down, and when it's break time for the seals, they leave out for a hot second or whatever. We slide in one of each other's cell. Usually it was mine because I had the last cell on the rock. So boom, we slide down to my cell. We blow the first time. I had smoked, let me tell you, probably about 6-7 weeks I had been in the county. So you talking about my tolerance had got all the way back down for the most part. Because I was kind of low-key still a rookie at smoking anyway. Man, I'm so fried. And then we done followed it up with a cigarette. Because they would rather, like y'all smoking cigarettes than y'all in here with the weed. The weed gonna be a problem. So by the time they come back around, you don't smell really nothing. You might smell a faint smell of cigarette. They're like, all right, goddammit. You know, they talk some shit, but they wasn't really coming through shaking shit down. And we found a little sweet way to hide our product. And I ain't going to tell y'all that just in case dudes in the county still use that method. So we had a sweet way to hide our product, though, right? Boom. So this big dude from the county, from the Fed joint, Rasul, I don't remember his real name, right? But he wanted to get down with us. And he like, yeah, man, I'm talking about big. When I say big, I'm saying that and keeping the story moving. But this dude probably 6'3", 6'4", big as hell. I'm talking about, listen, big as hell. Cock diesel. And you could tell he been in that bitch lifting everything, eating everything, because he probably about 270 solid. So on some real shit, I don't care how G I was, you know what I mean? I'm still a youngster for the most part of the time, but I was a savage. But like I said, I ain't had no mustache and nothing back then. So a lot of dudes looked at me like it was something sweet. I was a little intimidated by bro a little bit. I wasn't scared, but I knew if it ever went down, you understand what I'm saying? It was going to be a fight to the death. Real shit. Come on, phone tripping. So anyway, I'm more or less in there like, he like, oh, what's up with the woo. I can take care of y'all. I got the money sent. I'm like, all right, bet. So I think D ended up not having a lot of his weed left because he was smoking. So a lot of time they'd come down and trade stuff with me from store items just to get down. Like, come on, man, I got this on. I got 10 of these, 5 of these. Let's smoke one. You know what I mean? So I started accumulating a lot of commissary. And that kind of was probably my first store. My first store, it was like in the county. I was accumulating a lot of stuff. Like dough rolls, biscuits. Let me get that. I really didn't care because I couldn't smoke all the shit. And I'd rather smoke with somebody. We get high, start rapping, talking shit, help pass this time. So I didn't really give a damn. You understand what I'm saying? Plus, like I had to remind certain people at that time, my people's in heavy rotation with the bag in the street. So my commissary straight. I really don't need nothing. I'm doing it because I'm bored and I want to be a part of something, right? I want to still feel activated like I'm in the streets. So when dude come down, he make the offer, like, I can make that happen. I can send some money. I can do this. I kind of did and gave him the weed out of good faith, right? Not really looking for it back, but like, damn, that's 20 ball he said he gonna get. So we cool. But as like maybe a week go by, I'm asking, like, bro, did they ever hook that up? He's like, oh, man, I got you, man. Don't even worry about it, dog. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Little Detroit, man. I got you, baby. So, cool. I ain't tripping. It's $20. It ain't even $20 worth of weed. It's a joint out of a dime bag. So I really ain't tripping. Nigga, I gave you probably $3 worth of weed, bro. Something like that, $3 or $4, whatever, when a fat joint. I ain't bugging, because I'm facing all these big ass charges. I could be doing life plus if this shit go bad, depending on how. I didn't know nothing about sentencing guidelines back then, right? But now so I was thinking like that. So I'm thinking I'm about to possibly do a long time based on some bullshit, based on me being there and being involved and getting a little money out the damn thing, right? I wasn't really like on no real aggressive shit in the situation. But fuck it, I'm here. I ain't folding on my mans. You understand what I'm saying? I'm keeping it solid. I ain't saying shit. We're going to have to ride this out. So that was on my mind more than me trying to get this little 20 ball from dude. Another week go by. He tell us, I asked him, and D like, damn, what's up, big dog? We're going to have to rush you in here. He was kind of playing, but he like, man, where the dog money at? And I'm like, you said with the boo, right? He like, yeah, my people's, he gave me a bullshit-ass excuse. A bullshit-ass excuse, right? My thing was, he had been back and forth to court on several different times, and they had to ride him out to certain jurisdictions. He might stay a day and come back. You understand what I'm saying? So I was used to that. So after about the third week or so, and I asked him again, like, bro, I ain't pressing you because it ain't shit but a little bit of weed, but on some G shit you said, whoop, 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 whoop. He was like, dog, man, you pressing me about a little punk ass joint, dog? Nigga, you got all this time hanging over your head. They probably gonna fry your young dumb ass. Nigga, I'm in this bitch trying to get some of this time back. That's what it was. He was giving time back. I'm trying to get some of this motherfucking time back. So I don't really, nigga, what? Nigga, you know how I was in the streets. So he give me all this shit. The more he talk, the more I'm just picturing fucking him up. The more he talk, the more I'm picturing, all right, dude got me fucked up. Dude got me fucked up. I'm about to fashion me something, and me and dog about to go that way. I'm about to make an example out of him because we was in a wreck at the time. We in a wreck at the time doing push-ups, pull-ups, dips, you know what I mean? And I'm asking about it. So I'm like, this ain't the time. So I get back to the rock and shit. And I'm talking to my bunkie. My bunkie was an older dude. I forget what they call him. Giz? Something. Damn, I forget his name. But he was real good with them cars. So between me and him both, we had a nice sale. We had a bunch of food and shit, man. We was passing out snacks and shit all the time. It was a good vibe. I'm telling him about it because he didn't mind me smoking when he was in there doing his little reading and stuff. So I'm like, dog, playing me, bro. He playing me like I'm a pussy, man. I ain't no pussy ass nigga, bro. He like, I believe. I said, bro, I'm getting mad as I'm talking to him. I'm like, he telling me all these weak ass little excuses and stories and shit. And it's now I'm feeling like he just trying to test my gangster. And if I don't do something, the nigga's like, if I go to the joint and this nigga up that way, or he know people up that way. So I'm thinking along those lines, how words spread fast. This is not about to be the scenario. So my plan is tomorrow at Rec. Cause like I said, he a big dude, he a big nigga. So ain't no weapons on the rock. And I know I need something to kind of get the leverage on this nigga. So I'm like, I got to go upside his head with something first. I got to clean his clock first, get the leverage, and then get the going on him. And I'm like, tomorrow at Rec, going to be the time. I got it. So I'm out late that night. I ain't said nothing. I'm being friendly towards dog. What's up, though? Push-up challenge. We doing the Mike Tyson push-ups with the car. You lay one down, do a push-up. Pick that boy up. Lay two down. Do a push-up. Man, you talking about, it seemed like nothing, but after you finish the whole deck, you talking about you can't move your arms in 2 days, right? So we doing the mic push-ups. Boom, 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 boom. And it's a cool vibe, and I'm rocking them to sleep. That's what you call 101, rock them to sleep. You let everything go. You let your guard down, so they let their guard down, and you be real nice and sociable towards them, right? That's the game I'm playing. And then we lay down at night. I took my shower. I'm lay down. I'm like, yep, I got it in my mind. I'm reading my little hood novel, and I'm eating me some little snacks, and I'm laying my ass down with the certainty that tomorrow at Rec, I'm busting dog upside this shit. Because I'm tired of him playing with me. He a big ass nigga, and I ain't got time to be wrestling and playing with him. We ain't about to do that. I'm about to go upside this motherfucking noggin, and I'm doing this for the projects. You hear me? For the little side, for the Jeffries. That's what I was on for 2020. But everybody that raised me, because this shit right here ain't about to be what we about to be doing up in here. Boom. Half sleep. And then it seemed like I didn't sleep that long before I started hearing noise and shit, right? I wasn't sleep that long. I hear a bunch of boom, boom, cells open. I hear somebody name call. I couldn't recall who name it was. This big motherfucker packing up and riding the fuck out. Now I'm thinking, okay, cool. He might be having a court date or some shit because he always going to court. So motherfucker like, dog, okay, when you going back to court and shit? He told me, hell no, man. I thought I told y'all, nigga, I'm about to slide up. I'm going back up the way. They didn't give me my little time off. They knocked 2 years off. That's good. Shit, whoopty whoop. Got them programs I'm gonna take. I'll be out. Shit, nigga. I'll be home about 3.5, 4. You know what I mean? Good. You know, jailing with you boys and shit, whatnot, bro, all this shit. I'm like, nigga, what you got in that bag? Leave us some of that shit. You still owe me that 20 bar. He's like, nigga, shit, I gave my bunkie all everything I had. I ain't really had shit, motherfucker. Like, damn, bro, you know, like, shit, we gonna see each other again. I owe you one. That's all it is. So I'm in this motherfucker pissed. You hear me? Cause I didn't let this shit slide. I didn't let him keep his commissary when he had it. I'm not gonna say let him keep it, like I was gonna take his shit, but he was like, you want some of this? And I'm like, dog, no, go on, man. You know, do your thing. It's all I got. You want some of this? And it just like one thing for sure. It reminded me, don't get nobody your shit and then try to be cool with them when you in them situations. You in them county jails. You in them jails. You in them prisons. You got to almost like a dude got to almost fear and respect you if he ain't part of your crew and you don't know him. You understand what I'm saying? Because dudes will play them games, lock up on you, go to the hole, go to PC, knowing they riding out of that court tomorrow, knowing you ain't going to see them no more, and to borrow your shit and run off on you. So it put me in that mindset, for one, when I started doing my biz, to be mindful of who you give your shit to, right, when you loaning and borrowing. And it reminded me of the saying of back in the day when they said reverse fiends to willies, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that was like one of them situations where it's reversal of that. Like, this nigga probably was a willie at one point and became a fiend. He probably was big willie and pimping and getting to his money at one point, but at this particular time, I don't know if he had fell off. I don't know if he was snitching. I don't know if that his crew or whoever was putting him on, he was stunting on camera. But the character of a dude like that who do some slime ball shit like that, it's not becoming or befitting of a dude who was really getting streets and money in the streets. Like dudes who was really getting to it, they don't give a damn. They gonna make a call for you. If anything, they got a bunch of connections still out there usually. They got people that still owe them favors. Send dog 50 for me right quick. I would do that type of shit if I rolled out just as a G call. Just so a motherfucker know like he ain't no petty ass dude. My man owed me 20. Oh, what happened, dog? Yeah, he got that 20. No, he sent me 50 the other day. You understand what I'm saying? County jails are one of those spots where you kind of vulnerable. And I might have to do a whole video about that, and I'm as to why that is, right? You know what I mean? As to why people are so vulnerable on those county jail levels, because I kind of seen it so many different times, going to different counties, getting violated on parole, going to the county, going to Lansing County, Egan County, this county, right? Being in halfway houses and shit. I see it too often with dudes let their guard down to mess with other dudes and really jail and rock with them. But just because you rocking and you solid, don't mean everybody gonna be on that same level. That's obvious, right? It seems like that, but when you want to bond, and you want to click, and you bored, and that boy stressed out, you kind of want to reach out to somebody who seems like they like you. If they seem like they like you, come from a similar background or a way of moving, you kind of want to vibe with them, right? I'm telling you, keep your guard up, keep your head up, and your eyes open, man. It's been another great time spent with you guys, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. I had a great time doing an interview with the dudes from Dusty Vision TV. He called me yesterday. We did a phone interview. It lasted a nice little amount of time. He's going to be airing that in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned to Dusty Vision TV for that interview. In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. I'm out, because I'm waiting on my dude, Marcellus Cornwell, to come up and talk about the alleged crimes against him for the 2K a day or better vending machine operation, man. Y'all be safe. Retired from the streets. TV, O_G_Kitty. I'm out.
Smash music. And this is 211, nigga. Fucker.